Imagine a land once united by a rich tapestry of history and culture, now divided into two contrasting worlds, North and South Korea. How did this happen? What events led to such a profound division? Join us as we unravel the complex story behind Korea's split, a tale woven with threads of war, politics, and the maneuverings of global superpowers. For over a millennium, Korea stood as a unified nation under illustrious dynasties like Goryeo and Joseon. These eras fostered a distinct Korean identity, marked by unique cultural practices, advancements in art and science, and a centralized monarchy that governed the entire peninsula. This unity, however, faced unprecedented challenges in the early 20th century. In 1910, Japan annexed Korea, initiating a 35-year period of colonial rule. This era was characterized by systematic efforts to suppress Korean identity. The Korean language was banned in educational institutions, cultural artifacts were destroyed or seized, and Koreans were coerced into adopting Japanese names. Beyond cultural suppression, Koreans were subjected to forced labor, with many sent to work in harsh conditions in factories and mines, both in Korea and Japan. This period left deep scars on the Korean psyche, fueling a fervent desire for independence. World War II's conclusion in 1945 marked the end of Japanese rule. Koreans anticipated reclaiming their sovereignty, but geopolitical strategies of the victorious Allies led to an unexpected division. The United States and the Soviet Union agreed to temporarily occupy the peninsula, dividing it along the 35th parallel. The North fell under Soviet influence, while the South came under American administration. This division, intended as a stopgap measure, laid the groundwork for the peninsula's bifurcation. Between 1945 and 1948, the ideological rift between the occupying forces deepened. In the North, the Soviet Union supported the rise of Kim Il-sung, who established a communist regime. Land reforms were implemented, redistributing land from landlords to peasants, which garnered significant support among the lower classes. Conversely, in the South, the United States endorsed Syngman Rhee, who led a staunchly anti-communist government. This period also witnessed internal conflicts such as the Jeju Uprising in 1948, where thousands protested against the division and the emerging political order, leading to brutal suppression and significant loss of life. On June 25, 1950, North Korean forces, equipped and advised by the Soviet Union, launched a surprise invasion of the South, aiming to reunify the peninsula under communist rule. This act ignited the Korean War, drawing in international forces. The United Nations, with the United States at the forefront, intervened to support South Korea, while China entered the war in support of the North. The conflict resulted in a devastating stalemate, with approximately 2.5 million casualties, many of whom were civilians. In 1953, an armistice was signed, ceasing active combat but not officially ending the war. The Demilitarized Zone, DMZ, a heavily fortified border, was established, cementing the division. Following the armistice, North and South Korea embarked on divergent paths. South Korea, after years of political turmoil and authoritarian rule, transitioned to a vibrant democracy in the late 20th century. It embraced market economics, leading to rapid industrialization and the rise of global conglomerates like Samsung and Hyundai. The cultural phenomenon of K-pop further solidified its global cultural presence. In stark contrast, North Korea maintained a rigid, centralized dictatorship under the Kim dynasty. The regime prioritized military development, including nuclear weapons programs, leading to international isolation and economic hardships for its populace. The division's impact extends beyond politics and economics. It has deeply affected the Korean people. Families were torn apart, with relatives separated by the DMZ for decades. Occasional family reunions, organized under strict supervision, are emotional reminders of the enduring human cost. In the North, citizens face restricted freedoms and limited access to global information, while in the South, rapid modernization has led to its own social challenges, including economic disparities and cultural pressures. Over the decades, there have been numerous efforts to bridge the divide. Historic summits between North and South Korean leaders have occasionally eased tensions and led to cooperative projects, such as the Kaesong Industrial Complex, where South Korean companies employed North Korean workers. Cultural exchanges and sports diplomacy have also provided glimmers of hope. However, challenges persist. The North's nuclear ambitions, differing political systems, and external influences from global powers complicate the path to reunification. The Korean Peninsula's division is not merely a regional issue, but a focal point in global geopolitics. The North's pursuit of nuclear capabilities has led to international sanctions and heightened tensions, drawing reactions from countries worldwide. The South's alliances, particularly with the United States, Japan, and other democratic nations, have further solidified the divide. Despite periodic diplomatic engagements, the global community remains deeply invested in the future of the Korean Peninsula. The question of reunification remains one of the most complex geopolitical challenges of our time. While some draw hope from the fall of the Berlin Wall and the reunification of Germany, others point to the vast economic and ideological differences as insurmountable obstacles. As technology and information flow increase, and as generations change, will the desire for a single Korea become stronger, or will the division remain indefinitely? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments. The history of Korea is a tale of resilience, struggle, and hope. The division of the Korean Peninsula is a living legacy of global conflict, yet the future remains unwritten. If you found this exploration insightful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into history. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next episode.